So let's first look at the course structure or the syllabus structure for advanced audit and assurance. Now, the way the advanced audit and assurance syllabus is designed and the way I'm going to be teaching it or taking it is what I'm going to do. So number one, we're going to be having some introductory discussions. From there, we will get excited to look at acceptance of engagement. Then we will come to the issue about audit evidence and audit procedures. Then we will move to the completion of the audit or audit reporting. From there, we can talk about public sector auditing. And then, as part of the intro, we may talk about corporate governance. I'm going to double this public sector audit and then role of public officers. So how will the mark allocation be like for the most part? Governance is 10% in the exam hall for us. Acceptance of engagement, we'll get a breakdown of this in a moment. That's minimum of 10, so between 10 to 15%. Audit procedures and audit evidence, minimum of 20. Audit reporting, 15%. Public sector auditing, 20% there. Then there are some other things that we will bring in. Call them other issues. Will come in. So if you look at the marks allocation, 20, 40, 15, 70, 80 plus the introductory issues and then the other issues making up 100 because we have some current issues here that we need to talk about. Now, what is the breakdown like? So this is the map of the syllabus. What is the breakdown like? The introductory area that we need to look at has the following issues that we need to be mindful of as auditors or audit students. Professional liability. Then we're going to also have the expectation gap. And then the last thing keenly there is going to be money laundering. So in that introductory part, there are a lot of other things, but these are the key issues that we are going to be excited about in that introductory area. Now, when it comes to the acceptance of engagement bit, we're going to be looking at ethics. Very important. There's a done deal question waiting for us on ethics. Very important. We have to know about that. And then also the other issues about factors that we consider before we accept an engagement. And that is where some auditing standards will come in, and we'll get into that as well later on. Yes, completion of the audit. This is where we are talking about the audit report. Okay, the audit report itself. How do we write the audit report? We are talking about issues about going concern. We are talking about subsequent events like IAS 10 in financial reporting that you did. It's here, subsequent events. How do we treat them from the perspective of auditors? We have to know about that. Then the public sector part, it is important we know the types of audits in the public sector. There are 3 types of audits in the public sector. We have compliance audit, we have the financial audit, and then we have the performance audit. These are the 3 types of audit. Then we have to understand the role of key public officers and institutions like the Public Accounts Committee, Internal Audit Agency, Auditor General, Controller Accountant General. All of these principal spending officers and principal accounting account holders, we have to know their roles. So again, the audit examination, it's going to be purely reading. What it means is that these are the areas that the examiner is going to be bringing the question from. So your duty is to be able to put yourself in the position where you are able to understand everything in the syllabus. But most importantly, you understand the material, number one. Number two, you understand the context of the question. Number three, how to structure out your answers. Because you are writing English, but it is not the English that you think you are supposed to write. You have to write your answers in such a manner that meets the requirements of the question. And that is very important. But this is what our syllabus is like. The other issues there, we'll talk about things like due diligence. We'll get into these far later on during the wrap-up session of our class. Review of financial statements. Things like group audit, things like environmental audit, and various things, forensic auditing, and various other things. So this is our syllabus. And these other issues, one or two of them may be there for between 5 to 10 marks in the exam hall. Then certainly there are some current issues and current developments that we have to know about as we get into the discussion. So these are the things that we must understand when it comes to the structure of the syllabus for advanced audit and assurance.